Did you know that there are grants out there that can help you with a huge chunk of the out-of-pocket expenses that come with buying a house? And did you know that even if you have all the funds together you need, there's also grant programs out there that can help you lower your interest rate? Well, if you want to know more about that, just stick around with me today because I'm going to be talking to C.O. Schaefer, the Vice President of Mortgage Lending here in Columbia, Missouri at the Central Bank of Boone County. C.O. is a rock star lender in town, and I'm excited that he could talk to us today. Let's call him. Hi, C.O. Thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Thank you for having me today, Will. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, hey, we really appreciate you taking some time out of your day today to talk to us about grants for home ownership. And I know there are a lot of different grants out there that can help home buyers. It really depends on what state you live in and sometimes even what city you live in, what grants are going to be best for you. But for today, I would like to focus on what grants are available to Missourians and more specifically, what grants are available to Columbia Missourians. C.O., can you tell us a little bit more about what are the most common available grants to Columbia Missourians?
Yes, currently there are two available programs, one through the state of Missouri through their MHDC program. That program gives a 4% forgivable loan of the sales price to go towards down payment and or closing costs. There's also a program through the city of Columbia. That program also has a forgivable loan program where they'll give somebody up to $10,000 to go towards their down payment and or closing costs.
Okay. And so how would somebody go about finding out which one of these grants they qualify for or which one would work best for them?
The best thing to do would be reach out to a local lender. Most national lenders do not participate in local and state first-time homebuyer loan programs. A local lender, they'll be able to work with you on your pre-approval and also to make sure to see if you can qualify for these different programs.
Okay, great. Well, now that we know about the two most common grants that are available to us locally, what if a buyer has all the funds that they need, but the thing that's holding them back from being a homeowner is that they just don't like the interest rates. They just think they're too high. Is there anything that can be done in that scenario?
A great question, Willow. There is another program through the Missouri Housing Development Commission, or MHDC, that's their non-cash assistance loan program. This program, instead of helping first-time home buyers with down payment assistance, they help with rate assistance. So instead of, say, getting a 6.5% rate, somebody could get a rate potentially a percent to maybe even 2% lower than what the going rate is currently on a typical conventional loan.
Yeah, and I mean, those mortgage rates can really make a huge difference when it comes to what you pay monthly for your mortgage. Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you today, CO, and you have been really insightful, so thank you. I'll let you get back to work here. I know you're busy, but I just have one more question before you go. This next question is something that has come up a bit for my clients, but also as a realtor, it's come up for me. And that's when a buyer goes to talk to a lender and they bring up the grants and the lender will tell them they're not worth getting, they're too hard to get, I wouldn't even try to get these grants. So what advice do you have if a buyer is speaking with a lender and they're being told things like that?
Personally, I would probably advise somebody to find a different lender, find somebody local who has experience in these different loan programs. The programs can make a lasting effect to your budget, to the amount of money you need at the closing, and on your end as a borrower, and they may take a little bit more documentation, they may take a little bit more time, but it's going to be well worth your effort to do so because of the lasting effect that these first-time home buyer programs can provide.
Well, CO, you have just been so helpful. Thank you again for your time and for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me today, Willow.
And if you guys want to get a hold of CO, here's his information. Like I said, he is a rock star lender. He works with these grants all the time, and he is here locally at Central Bank of Boone County, which is right downtown Columbia. If you liked my video and want more real estate advice, just give me a follow. And if you want to chat more about real estate or you would like some help to buy or sell a house, just give me a call or shoot me a message.